I'm so excited and confused by this planner all at the same time, so I will explain why. This is from Daily Greatness. This is their success planner, and this is, I believe, a new planner for 2021. Maybe it came out last year and I missed it. I don't think so, but it's always possible. So this planner was $69.95 plus another $11 for shipping, so it came out to over $80. So it has their nice, soft, flexible cover, which I love, and it has a ribbon down here. Oh, look at that. I don't know what that is. And it has pages that kind of lay flat in the middle, but as soon as you get towards the front, they don't lay flat. Or when you get towards the back, they don't lay flat, which is kind of a common problem with these spines. However, these are so pretty. It is forgivable. They have these nice embossed or debossed, what am I trying to say? Gold foiling over here, or silver foiling. And we have their signature colors, which, they're not that bright or happy. They're kind of dull and a little dark. However, they kind of work for them. They did not work for me in the Vagamy planner. I don't know why. I just was not a fan of that planner. And maybe it's the name, but here's what's confusing. This planner says success. It's for managers. It says it's perfect. I will just read you what it says on their website. Perfect for career-focused professionals, team managers, human resources, and people and culture managers. So I have a 20-plus career in HR. So I will tell you what I think looking at it through that lens. But team managers, to say this is for managers and for career-focused professionals like individual contributors is, to me, just dumb. I don't think you can make something for both. Those are two very, very different audiences, so much so that, if you do human resources, you're not even allowed to be part of the union because you're considered management. And that, to me, I don't think they can be in the same audience. I think that's a big misnomer. But, points for creating one. Optimize your success with Daily Greatness. So it looks like if you go to her website, she has maybe an app where you can track stuff on the computer or on your phone. I haven't looked into that, but let's see. Don't wait for inspiration, be the inspiration. So did you know that presenteeism, the problem of employees being present but disengaged at work, costs companies up to 10 times more than absenteeism? So number one, that is a message for management and HR. As an individual contributor, I could care less. I feel like it's your fault if I'm disengaged and I'm bored. It's the shadow issue that few people are talking about. So again, this sounds like it's for management. Let's keep going through. I think as an individual contributor, I don't know that this is useful. Let's see, habit one, applied knowledge. I can't apply any knowledge that I have unless I have the autonomy to do so, which is only given by companies like at Google. And even then, it's only on the 5th day of the week they allow that in certain departments. And over here, self-awareness. I think it's good for everyone to be self-aware. Purpose. I think the entire purpose of your job as an individual contributor is to follow your job description and do what your manager tells you. And I would challenge anyone to tell me differently. Again, unless you work at a place like Google, which does believe in autonomy, then this is just for HR and management. Habit 4, consistency. I think that's just a good advice overall, but personal growth. Maybe the personal growth section could apply to anyone, both individual contributors and managers. Let's see. Focus, how you spend your time. Again, how you spend your time, 100% should be on your job description and the projects that were given to you at work. I don't think this shouldn't be like a chat unless you are an entrepreneur. Organization, how you plan your time. Again, you need to just do what you are told. Personal growth, how you manage your mind. I mean, that's just thoughts. I don't think any company is trying to control your thoughts. Mindset, how you choose to think. Again, personal. Feedback, a gift that helps you grow. Again, you're only going to get feedback if that is something set up through your company as a regular process and not something that you can engage in on your own. I mean, I suppose you could ask your manager and your peers for feedback, but there's a point at which that becomes weird or odd in an organization and in corporate America. So I actually disagree with a lot of these if you're an individual contributor. However, they are good suggestions if you're in management to try to implement. Vision planning worksheets. Again, you should have no vision except to follow your job description or the initiatives of the company if you're an individual contributor. But these are good for if you are in charge, you're the CEO or you're in management. Same thing with the goals and targets. And my contribution, again, your contribution should be what you're told to do in your job description and by management. Personal success plan, I guess, I think this would only apply if you are like, I would really like to get a promotion. I would like to do a career change. I would like to get a raise. Then you could talk about things that you can do personally to put yourself in the right position to tee yourself up for that increase or that advance in pay or position or promotion. To elaborate on the 4 parts that make up a good goal, you should also add the who and the which. Again, goals are always 100% set by your company. Whatever time you allocate to a project is the time it will take to complete. That is not true for an individual contributor or for management. The time it takes to complete a project is what I tell you as the manager or what you were told as the individual contributor. So again, I think it's just crazy town to mix these two audiences, individual contributors and managers, into one book. However, I do like the fact that they've tried, and I would say just as long as you use this book and pretend you're management or HR or the CEO of your company, I think it will work out just fine. Like Strengths Magnifier, again, are you going to pay for everyone to take the Gallup-Clifton Strengths test, which is excellent, and I'd highly recommend it? And then Learning and Development Plan, are you going to pay to bring training professionals in or send people out to courses? I think it's awful that any individual contributor would start paying for classes to make themselves better at work without having the company fund that actual education. Yearly wellness plan. I mean, this is like personal and up to you. Morning mindset and weekly pages. Again, that's like a personal way to manage yourself. Monthly check-ins, quarterly reviews, year-end performance reviews. All of these 100% are done by whatever performance management system is put in place at a company. I've never seen anyone say, let's go ahead and buy a planner, and that's how we're going to manage people's reviews and performance. So here we go. Leadership, just like I was saying, this is advice for leaders. And I do think this book is perfect for leaders and for their own personal development. It is 1,000%. When it says this book is perfect for career-focused professionals, it is not. It is 100% not for you. This is for someone who owns their own company. Again, yearly targets and goals, KPIs, actual scores, key areas, all things that are set by the CEO. What is my role, strengths, and the work I do contribute to achieving this goal? Again, all things that are done at the top levels of management. Personal success plan, these are good for just how to manage yourself. Lots of different areas. Strengths magnifier, I think this would be a great place to put in all of your Clifton strengths, your top 4. Usually your top 5 is what they recommend, but whatever. Strengths magnifier, I have no idea what this is. This looks like Greek to me. We're just going to skip that. I think people just like putting this wheel picture in no matter what the planner is. Learning and development plan and investment. Again, I can't emphasize this to you enough. Do not invest your own money into training yourself for your job. Your job could change. It could not apply to another future position. I mean, if you're going to get a master's degree or a certification and the company's willing to do tuition reimbursement, that's great. But otherwise, as an individual contributor, just don't do it. All right, yearly wellness plan. So this is a little confusing because there's all these different areas. Again, team action plan. This can only be done if you are in charge at the top. And I don't understand, there are 2 sheets for wellness and that's it. But they say month for each of these different areas. So I don't know if this is like month 1 and then the end of the year, month 12. I don't know what's going on here. Yearly overview calendar. So I love the idea in concept of a vertical layout of an annual calendar, but in practice, I am totally confused by it. It doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. And yeah, I just don't mind it because I need to know when Saturday and Sunday are. And it's just, it's pretty, but is it practical? I say no, but maybe other people think differently when they look at that format or that viewpoint. Quarterly goals and target. Again, great for management or human resources. Your quarterly performance reviews, 100%. This would be done in a system. It would not be done on paper, but it's good that, I will say you could take notes. But again, your system might ask totally different questions. Personal performance, what works to full potential, works consistency. Again, these are good questions on how you would rank somebody else, not your own score. I mean, I guess you could rank yourself, but who would not rank themselves themselves a 10. And then peer manager, all of this again is built into your performance management system, as is goal planning, always built into the performance management system. But again, good place to write some notes. And then over here, we start with the rinse and repeat section of the undated monthly planner, which is followed by, oh, there we go, wellness, month 1 for movement. I guess that's all you're going to worry about for month 1 is movement. Monthly goals. And so budget, again, no way as an individual contributor are you setting the budget for a project. 4 major goals to work on this month, projects and appointments for this month, target date, I guess week 1, 2, 3, 4. And then over here, so here's what I love about the Daily Greatness is their weekly layout. First of all, it's vertical, which is one of my favorite layouts. And also they kind of rotate. I mean, they do rinse and repeat, but they rotate the questions at the top. Like, I'm excited about this week because today I'd love to achieve whatever. Today I'm happy about something. Today is my opportunity to, I don't know what. And the best part about this week has been XYZ. So I like that the questions are always different. And so you'll see over here, they're different again. This week I'm open to the possibility of something. What I enjoy most about my work is this. 3 things I'm happy about in my life are stuffed animals. I don't know. Today is my opportunity to focus on my wellness by blah, blah, blah. And what worked well this week is something. And then over here, 3 new contacts I'd love to make this week are 3 tasks I'm committing to completing this week are, right? So I do love that she rotates questions at the top and they're pretty like thoughtful, meaningful questions. Like I think she does like A+ for that. Over here, I guess you can put what day it is, like the 1st, the 2nd, the 3rd, and then did you work out or walk and did you have a healthy lunch? I guess you can like skim on the breakfast and the dinner. She's just only tracking. Oh, I see here. So now she's tracking. Did you do training? Did you drink 1.5 liters of water? Again, what is a liter? I don't know. I'm an American. I just know ounces. Workouts, walk, healthy lunch again, and then water. Maybe that's all it is. Water and lunch. Is that all we're tracking? Where is it? Yep. Water, lunch. Okay. So you have top 3 income producing activities. Again, no one cares what income you're producing if you are not, if you're an individual contributor. 3 massive actions for today. What else does she have? Top 3 priorities, 3 most important tasks. So she mixes it up, keeps it kind of interesting. We have from 6 o'clock until 9 o'clock. And again, at the bottom, we have different questions. And this is that quadrant that you'll see a lot in some others like urgent, important, waiting, pending, and then something that can be pushed off to next week. And then we have just little blocks for Saturday and Sunday, because remember, this is for a business week, although most of us work on Saturdays and Sundays. And then over here, we have monthly performance conversation. And that's probably with your employees. What's going well? What's not going well? What do I need to engage or partner with? Or who do I need to engage? Points for discussion with team or manager. Action plan for next month, and then your monthly check-in. So I think these questions are different every month. Yes, they are. I love the fact that she's always changing the questions. That's probably like the genius, honestly, behind the Daily Greatness planners. And then she has a checklist, which, let's see, is that different? Is it different for next month? I bet it is. I could be wrong though. Let's check. Nope, it's the same. I'm wrong. Complete my monthly check-in, monthly performance conversation, review my personal success plan, revisit my learning and development, plan my wellness goals, plan next month's goals and targets, celebrate my progress. So we do a rinse and repeat. Again, she does rotate some of the questions, and this goes on for 12 months. And then finally, I think this is the 12th month, we get to the year-end questions, the annual questions. Yep, year-end goal and target, scorecard, yearly performance reviews, year-end personal performance scorecard, year-end strengths magnifier. Again, this is Greek to me. I don't really understand what's going on. Yearly self-review, and some questions to answer, and then references, blank page, and that's it. So did you see the ribbon? Do you want to see the ribbon? There we go. I think, wait, is there 2? I think there might be 2 ribbons. There are 2 ribbons. So I guess you could, in theory, go back to your goals in the beginning or to the month, and then as you go through the week. So, or, who knows? Who knows what you want to do with these ribbons? But I wonder if she'll come out with a dated planner version like she did for the business, where you can get the regular undated or the dated one. I always like dated planners. Like in theory, I like undated because you're like, oh, I could let a few months slide, but it is a pain to put those numbers in. And then especially when you go to put the numbers into, where were we? The weekly. But I could just be complaining and whiny. All right. I know that was a long video. Overall, I love Daily Greatness. I think they make beautiful planners. I like the soft binding. If you like this, you know, this hard bind, I shouldn't say hard binding, but this binding where it is not a coil. I do like a coil. I really need things to be able to lay flat at all times, no matter where I'm at. And I also like to fold the pages like backwards so I can, you know, just have one page open. So I'm a little different that way, but if I was going to go this way where I was going to get a bound planner, I would definitely go with Daily Greatness. I think they're beautiful. I love her questions. So again, I think if you're a CEO of an organization, you're wondering how to manage things, how to plan for the year, this would be great. Honestly, I think it is probably just another variation of the business planner. I'm not sure that this one is better. It actually looks a little smaller. And I would say the business planner is exactly the same as this one. This one might be more focused on how to manage a team of employees. But, you know, I think you could use either one. So remember, if you would like to create your own planner, make sure to download my free course, or not download, enroll in my free course, Planner 101. And I hope everyone's having a fabulous day. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.